Picture this scene with me. It's 6:30 a.m. The alarm is screaming. You wake up like a zombie, gulp down your coffee, rush to catch public transport, sit at your desk for 8 hours waiting for the day to end, then return home exhausted only to repeat the same routine tomorrow. This is the 9-to-5 prison that billions of people live in. But what if I told you there's a way to escape this prison forever? I know you're thinking right now, easy for you to say, but hear me out. 5 years ago, I was exactly like you, waking up every day hating my life, working at a job I didn't like, with a salary that barely covered the bills, dreaming of the day I could say no to my boss and walk out of that office forever. I felt like I was trading the most precious thing I owned, my time and my life, for a paycheck that only allowed me to survive until the next workday. The painful truth I discovered is that most of us have been programmed since childhood to believe that the only path to success is studying, then getting a respectable job and working in it until retirement. But this model is old and broken. It's from the post-World War II era when companies needed obedient workers who would accept little in exchange for false security. Today, in the age of the internet and artificial intelligence, the rules have completely changed. The biggest problem with the 9-to-5 job isn't just the boredom or low pay. The problem is that you're selling the most valuable thing you own at the cheapest price. You're selling hours of your life, your creative energy, time with your family, your dreams and ambitions, all for a fixed salary that might only increase by tiny percentages each year. And in the end, even if you work 40 years at the same company, there might come a day when they say, "Thank you, but we no longer need your services." But what if I told you there's an alternative? What if you could build a life where you wake up every day excited, not because you're forced to work, but because you're working on something you believe in? A life where you're the only manager of your time, deciding when to work, where to work, and with whom to work. A life where you don't wait for the weekend to live, but live every day to the fullest. This isn't an impossible dream. It's a reality that millions of people around the world are living today. People who decided to break out of the system and build something of their own. Some started their own business, others became freelancers in their field, and others built multiple income streams that freed them from depending on a single paycheck. The first step to freedom is changing your mindset. Stop seeing yourself as an employee and start seeing yourself as an I know you're wondering now, but where do I find the time? I'm exhausted from my current job. This is the biggest challenge, but the solution exists. Start by reducing distractions in your life. Cut down on TV and social media. Wake up an hour earlier each day. Utilize your weekends. The important thing is to find at least 2 hours daily to work on your future. And don't forget the importance of patience and perseverance. Breaking free from the 9-to-5 job isn't a 1 or 2 month project. It's a long-term investment in yourself. You might need a year or two to build sufficient income, but imagine your life after this period. Imagine waking up every day knowing that this day is yours, spending it as you wish, working on what you love, with people you choose. The mistake many people make is quitting their jobs before building a stable alternative. Never do this. Keep your current job as a steady income source while building your side business. Only when your income from other sources is sufficient to cover your expenses with a safety margin should you make the bold decision. Another crucial thing is investing in yourself. Read books, attend courses, learn from successful people in your field. Surround yourself with people who think like you and have the same ambitions. The environment you live in affects your thinking more than you imagine. If you're surrounded by people content with their current situation, you'll find yourself accepting the same situation. I know all this seems scary at first. Leaving the false security of a job and venturing into the unknown isn't an easy decision. But remember that the biggest risk in life is not taking any risks at all. Living an entire life, not the way you want to live it, but the way others want you to live it. The truth is that most ordinary people die with unrealized dreams inside them, unapplied ideas, and untapped potential. Don't be one of them. You have enough abilities and potential to build an extraordinary life. All you need is the courage to start and the patience to continue. Today is the best day to begin. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait for the right time. Don't wait for a signal from someone. Start now, even with a small step. Write down your business idea, learn a new skill, start an account on a digital platform, or even talk to someone working in the field you dream of. Remember that every journey begins with a single step. Every empire started with a single idea, and every dream that came true began with a single decision. Your decision today will determine the shape of your life in the coming years. Either you decide to stay in the comfort zone and false security, or you decide to be the master of your destiny and the hero of your own story. If this video inspired you or gave you a new idea, don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because I share practical and in-depth content about entrepreneurship, financial freedom, and personal development with you weekly. And if you want more resources and tools that will help you on this freedom journey, please visit my website Zinovaaa.com, where you'll find everything you need to get started. Your life is too precious to spend waiting for the end of the day. Start today building the life you deserve.